beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
First down, a run with Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On 2nd and 12, Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Runs over it, and that will be incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
the option to give to Swift here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On the give, this is Cohen. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Play action, now it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Play play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Shifts by him. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a good, forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
This is taken around the 12. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together Charles a nice. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And
this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run. This is Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, check, Mike 21.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Charles Harris. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a give right side Swift. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On the option to give to Swift here. Dancing away at the 35. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down. On the handoff, this is Swift. Oh, good move. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
He gets away from 1. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd down and 6. Tua going to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Another catch there for Waddle. Not much there, only a yard. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll run on second down with Cohen. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a two-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Buying time to his left. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They go play action now. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll run right here with Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Cohen, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tua. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the way? Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, he had no... Offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the option to give to Swift here. Good footwork at the 30. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. On the move to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try.
And in for the Lions touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 27, Tua. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there, and right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the gun, it's Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Lions will take over here just shy of the 30. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the option to give to Swift here. 121 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he gets it down to the 32. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Touchdown! T.J. Hockenson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields this way up at this. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
A short kick taken at the 18.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And that one is his second fumble loss. Not a good look out of your return man.
And not only does he hurt the momentum for his team or even change momentum of the game, but now they've got a decision to make on his own sideline. Does he continue to do that? Do you keep him in that role, or do you bring someone else in at this time?
They'll run on 1st down. Swift, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Set and Lobo. He's checking. General, West. Set.
Wilson. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
from the 10. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Eric Wilson able to make the tackle. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
And that one will drop incomplete. 4 seconds remaining now in this half. Likely time for just one final play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Lions, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Miami, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.